Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. And I've been hard at work overnight, just building up as much of the oil refinery as possible. I'd like to get this online so that I can, start having this as a functional building. But it's been taking a while. Been bringing over the builder rover, just plunking it down here and letting it do its work with its build and repairs. Although I did manage to get all of the gasoline refineries and the gasoline tanks online, but they still need to do their piping, although it is at least laid out underneath here. It just hasn't been built, which is entirely the reason why I left a block of space down here so that I could access all this piping and I can make it all nice and clean and look wonderful. But today, we have an entirely different thing to do. We have some salvage. Now, you may think, oh, yeah, he was talking about, wherever it is, over here. There's the, there's this thing, and the end of the assert base. Why, yes, these are good options for salvage. We have something better. We have something amazing over here. I spotted this while I was flying to Titanium. We have an enemy patrol boat broken down, out of power, ready for the taking. All of the damage is just this tiny little section, which is easily replaceable. And you see here, the batteries are intact. They're just dead. So all I need to do, and there's even some more batteries in there. There's a light, there's some battery there, at least 3 lithium batteries on this thing, so I wouldn't need to build any of those. We just need to get into this boat, rebuild some of it. Oh my god, there's even more batteries and stuff in this boat. Oh, this is great. There's even some access down here. Oh, yes. We just need to get into this boat, turn it over to our side, get a little bit of charge somehow, probably just like hotwire it by using either the C-130 or something to do a power line connection, and then I just need to get it to the water. I'm not sure how it got up here, but I think maybe just raise it up on some pistons, put a couple zero friction wheels on the bottom of it, and just slide it into the water. And then, I don't know, maybe take a few, obviously take some steel so that I can repair this hole, just structurally, so it doesn't fall off. And then take some floaties, some flotation blocks, so that way I can put a few flotation blocks in the front here, because it looks like it was using hydro tanks as its flotation, which they look like they're empty, which is not a good thing. So, some floaty blocks to keep it going, some steel to put the structure back together, some pistons to get it up off the ground, a power tether to give it a jump start, and some wheels to put on the bottom of it with zero friction so that when I can slide it into the water. And then I can just sail this thing around the island, although it's gonna take a while. Actually probably easier to sail it this way around the island back home, and I have a brand new patrol boat for essentially for free. Now, there's a couple issues that we have to take care of first. As this is currently not broadcasting, but there's another assert, so we'll have to do a quick A10 pass at that, and then load up the C-130, and then head off and go get it. So, that's the plan for today, and I'm really excited about it. Are you done? Can I drive you back? Are you empty? Yes, you're empty. Alright, let's drive you back. Come on. Caught in that little hole. There you go. Oh, man. I'm so happy I found that thing. It was so cool. I was flying along just in the C-130, cruising out to Titanium, because Titanium is literally on the island opposite of that. Like, if we look, Titanium is on that island there, and so it is literally just off of my flight path. And I just happened to spot it, which was awesome. But let's head on back. So we'll first grab the A-10. We'll take out the enemy assert. We'll probably fall back, let the base take out any of the spawns that come from that assert. And then load up with the C-130 and head off and do some salvage. Parked. And we've got 810. And you should be all good to go, right? Our engines are off, but we do have our wheels. I did remove, cleaned up a bit of the base here, actually. Show it off real quick. Ooh, there we go. Come on, spectator camera. Took off the pipeline because I was getting afraid that I was going to blow myself up, because I really like landing in this section right here, and landing into the pipeline was not very functional. And then I removed that little bit of a platform here and just cleaned up this little building section, which will eventually be removed. I have to start thinking about what's the next building to add to my little compound. But we should be good to activate our thrusters and lift off with the A-10. Get some altitude. Gun is ready to go. Make sure we got some ammo, which we do. And do a very quick run on this enemy target. We don't need to do much except take out its antenna, which is directly here. Oh, that's a bad time to reload. I think that should have done it. So let's break off and pull out of here. We got enemy fire incoming. Yep, there's bullets. Baby. It's alright. We're fast. We can outrun these guys. And the pigeon's coming in, which is quite alright. Didn't really take much damage here. And we are now within air cover. There's the Discovery opening up with its 100 millimeters. We'll pull around. I want the pigeon to get a bit closer. I'd like the 30 millimeters. Yep, there we go. 30 millimeters are opening up on it. And it's down. Oh, that is a cloud of debris. I feel like a Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica. It's like, nothing but the rain, sir. Just as the enemy ship's debris scatter on my windshield. But perfect. Alright. So now that that assert base has been neutralized, it won't send any more drones now that its antenna is gone, if I'm not mistaken. We can come on here, go in for a landing. And ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Park ourselves back up beside the repairs so we can get a little bit of repairs going on. which we did take a tiny bit of damage. Not sure where, but I did get hit. Check our tanks here, which we are at. When I'm sitting here, I've 90% of my tanks. My couple sorties I've done. 7 days of power. We can just leave this thing as my quick response. Ready, active fighter. Alright, so now I will spend the time to get some stuff into these cargo containers so that I can salvage the enemy ship, and we'll pick back up when I'm heading on over to it. Right, I think that is everything I'm going to need, and if not, I'm actually relatively close by, so I can always come back and get it. But here we go. C-130, clear for takeoff. Speed and rotate. Climbing. Set our auto climb. There we go. We're up and away. And we should be good to fly right over where that assert was. Because, you know, the assert's dead now. At least this will be a confirmation of whether or not that method, just blowing up the antenna, works. And there is also somebody in the air right over there, right beside my cursor. Unsure of who that is, but there's the assert base, and it is not caring at all that I'm here. We're firing at it a bit, and it is not even trying to engage us. Perfect. All right. We're going to divert to the left here to fly around to this territory defense station. I personally don't want to fight it. And we're going to drop our altitude a little bit. See if we can sneak underneath whoever that is over there. Where are we going to level out? Oh, another assert? Oh, God. Really? Oh, I'm going to have to fly back and take that out with the C-130. Sorry, with the A-10. Because I definitely cannot have assert attacking me while I am doing this salvage operation. Ugh, that's annoying. I'm going to pop myself down there by the copper, and then I'll fly back with just my jetpack, and then take care of that. I believe that's the assert there in front of me. Right? Something's there. Oh no, that's the boat I want to salvage. Okay. Where is the assert? Its beacon is gone. Let's gain a little bit more altitude here. And somewhere out on this peninsula here. Where is the assert? You're not going to make life easy for me and just despawn, will you? That would be annoying if you did that. And then I fly out here and then you're not here, and then it's just a waste of fuel. What? It's gone now. The heck? It totally should have been here. God damn. Okay. Well, I may want to keep the A-10 on standby and keep it relatively close, because I could leave it at the salvage location, so that way if I need to sortie with the A-10 real quick. Oh, there it is, right ahead of me. Almost perfectly lined up for a run. Okay. Good up. We're ready. Gun spooled. Spool it up. Going for the dive. And the thing's on, so I get a nice, good reading of when I'm 1.4 out. So I can start shooting immediately then. Whoop, it's gone. Alright. Pulling up, flying away. Whoop! Ow! Oh baby, we took some hits. And we're out of there. Doesn't seem like there's any drones coming in on our location. And flying back to base. Give this territory defense station a wide berth. And another assert. Devastated. Let's go check that out. Where's that assert? Right here. Yes, that antenna is smoking. God, that is working way too well to be able to just do these, like, strafing dive bombs on these asserts to knock out their antenna. Oh, and while I'm here, why don't I do this? Alright, let's get out of here. That's too much fun. Okay. Now, we can head off to our salvage. Alright, and we are back in the air with the Hercules, heading towards our target. So it should be... Oh yes, I can see it up there on the right. Right there where my cursor is. So we want to land on this beach up here, you know, bearing in mind the territory defense station, and circle on into it. First step will be we'll get the piston on it, and we'll slap a mag plate on that piston so that we are capable of hoisting the whole thing with just a single piston. Then once it's up in the air a little bit, we'll do our repairs, we'll do our flotations, we'll get everything set up as we want. Then we'll put the wheels on the bottom of it, set them to 0 friction, and slide the bad boy into the water. Ah, no, guns. Do not shoot at it. Pull back. Oh, shit, I didn't think about that. Guns! Off! God damn. It's salvage. It's not an enemy. Woo! That was interesting. Here we come for nice, smooth landing here on the beach. Probably like the only good place without any trees in this area. Bonk? Ah, supply transport. We should be fine. Bounce, and coming in. Oh, ooh, the supply transport. Is it going to fly over us, heading to the territory defense station? I wonder. But our plane is off. Our guns are off, so we should be okay. Although I will... Oh yeah, it's flying away from us. We're good. I see the number in the bottom of this in the screen there getting higher instead of lower, which makes me happy. I will back the plane up to this thing, just in case I need to jump in the plane and immediately punch it and get out of here. But also, so that I can walk out and see our salvage. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. So let's see what we got here. This, I believe, if I open up my blueprints, this is the... Is all the blueprints or just my local ones loaded? Which I have way too many blueprints that I need to clean up. This is the gold something, if I'm not mistaken. If my blueprints ever load. come back to that. But it is on the workshop. You can find this thing. It's just used as part of the marine pirate encounters, I believe. And we have what is essentially just a fast response patrol vessel. 6 thrusters pointing backwards, which is a huge amount of thrust to get this thing going in the water. We got 2 on this side. I believe the braking thrusters were supposed to be here, and they are gone. So that's not good, but we can replace those. 2 on this side. It's still drivable even if we have just 3 directions of thrust. We can spin ourselves around to get ourselves to stop when we need to. This fell down. This is not part of it anymore. And it looks like this front is being held on by... Okay, that's definitely not being held together. Is this front literally being held on by just this railing? I think it might be. Holy crap. That's not good. However, this is still an enemy grid so far. So we need to capture it first. And to do that, we don't have access. We don't have any power. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is just a panel here. So this is very little steel plate for me to cut through. That's easy. And then, oh good, that's how you get into the bottom of it. There's a door there. All right. Oh, I didn't bring control seats or anything like that. Materials for that. I'll have to go back for that. Oh, we'll get this thing mostly salvaged. I'll cut out me flying back for resources and such. But even so, I could probably sail this thing back with just overrides. Alright, so that's done. Now we need to damage or disable any weaponry, which is these 2 guns. This thing originally has triple guns, I believe. Yeah, it has 1 mount up here for another gun. Which, is this mine now? Oh, it's nobody. Transfer to me. There we go. It's mine. That was an easy capture. 976 Gatling ammo. Sweet. Break that stuff down and replace it with like 30 millimeters. Because what I think is... Yes, remove the Gatlings, which I have some salvage. I should probably start throwing it into here. And replace up the Gatlings because just Northwind weapons are better. So it's like nothing bad about it. It's just Northwind are better. The Gatlings have a maximum range of only 1,000, where the Northwind's got a little bit longer. And also it standardizes my ammunition. Instead of having GAT and 30mm and 100mm and, you know, sort of thing. I just have... depleted uranium! Holy shit! That's awesome! I can get some uranium from breaking that down. I think that's how it works. I was thinking 30mm or even CWIS. And then another 30mm front, or maybe even 100mm. So like a pair of CWIS and 100mm, and this thing would just be like the ultimate plunk it in an area no drones can get to it. Sort of patrol boats, area denial boat kind of thing. All right, let's get this thing up on a piston. Which, no, big piston. So, we want this in a position where we still have room to be able to build the mag plate underneath of it before we push down. Which I am tempted I'm going to take this off. Guys, I'm going to take this off anyway, this graded catwalk. I want to expand that a little bit. So, put it right there. Then we'll put a mag plate on it, and then we need to give this thing some jumper cables, because it is at a power, and the C-130 has plenty of power. There you go. And then I can just slap him into the plane. And now this guy has power, and now all of his engines are on and drawing power, which is not good. And I don't have a control seat, so I just gotta turn off these thrusters. Stop jiggling! Off. There we go. The gold whale. Interesting. How are we going for gasoline? The tanks have an hour and 42 at this usage. Okay. We are good. Next up is mag plate. And get all the bits for that. Functional. And we can start to reverse. Get this bad boy into the air. Mag plate should auto lock. Boom. And oh yeah, it's slow. You go, piston. You got this. We have boats. Ha 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 ha! Floaty boat. Flying boat. Excellent. Ah, we should just be able to build up all the various blocks we need. So, I think most of this just needs steel plate to get started. I'm going to put down defense station and lookout tower. Okay, good. They're at least the bad guys that I can work with. They're not a cert. We'll put the wheel there. We'll put a wheel here. And we'll put a wheel probably here-ish. And that should cover its ability to go sliding. And then we just need to at least connect these back up. And looks like we have a little bit of a slant here, which is going to be one of our cool armor blocks. And then I'll get the floats back onto my floaties. There we go. This looks like it is one of these. Yeah, like that. That looks right. Because that should be the same over here. Yeah? Light armor sloped corner base. And I put on a light armor sloped corner base. I was correct. Simply. Start. It looks like it's going tangentially to us, so we should be okay. Although we can kill this antenna here. As I fall down. Because we don't need it on right now. What are you doing, Cert? Which direction you flying in? It's flying that way, and I'm right there. So, we're good. It shouldn't get too close to us. And this needs to be... What is this? It's a column. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that because it's about to break off. That falls down, but that's okay. Just gonna reinforce this So at least we have 3 struts of strength heading to this front. We've got the sides and the center there, which means the front of the boat should stay on. Hopefully. We do need to do some massive repairs, of course, and actually a full rebuild of this front end. But I'm thinking, we'll put the 3 floaties like right in here in the center. We'll repair this floor up a bit. Put the 3 floats right here, right where these tanks are, because these tanks are empty, right? Yeah, so there's actually no point in having those tanks there, because they are empty. They aren't really doing anything. We still need more steel plate. Yeah, it'll be something when I get this thing back. And I'm running out of steel plate, so I should be cautious of this. I should not go crazy building full blocks and repairing these blocks. I should just make sure that I at least have some structure here. And some structure along the bottom here. This is a slope tip, so this is going to be a slope base. And let's get those 3 floats in and remove these hydrogen tanks, because they're in the way. So just put them across like boom, 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 like that. Floaty, floaty, floaty. Sure, this will work. I misplaced that one. There we go. I should have some water on me, right? My water is... Oh, dear, I don't have any water on me. I drank it all up before I left, which is not good. Okay. Which, I need to go back and get, components to make a control seat so I can drive this thing anyway. And I should probably go back and get components for a single thruster so that I can have some braking force. Like, at least a little bit. And then I can come back and drive this thing home. Or heck, I can even just fly back with my my suit and not have to fly back to get the C-130. And then just drive this home. Okay. Is that all the floaty tanks that I brought? Or did I bring more flotation? Oh, that's it. Enough for, no wait, foam. That's what it's called. Yeah, I brought more stuff. So let me put on a couple more flotation cells. And then fly the C-130 back. Load up everything I need for a driver's seat. And fly on out here. This should be good now, right? You're slowly recharging your batteries. Because our engines are putting out a whole bunch of power. You're not using your thrusters anymore, so you shouldn't use a lot of power while I'm gone. So I can disconnect you. And you should... Yeah, you got power for 5 days. You should be able to, with conservative use, get home on that power, right? If I take a single thruster and I max it out and I look at the batteries, how long do you have? Yeah, you have an hour. You're good. We don't need to worry about that. I'll just be able to coast back on a single thruster. Easy peasy. C-130, let's head back, grab what we need, and get back here to sail this ship home. And here we go. We are back. We've got what we need. We'll build up the seat. And then we need to get the heck out of here. It's getting dark. Alright. So, we are currently up in the air, which is not good. Magnetic plate. Let's put you on my bar. And let's put the piston reverse on my bar as well. And we will reverse. Until we are close to the ground. Come on. Piston, you are very, very slow. And... good enough. There we go. We're down! And I should have... okay, I have gyro control. We need to get our thrusters back online. They're not overridden, which is good. They're under my control. And now... we need to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle our way off this damn beach. Ooh, don't roll over. Come on, gyro, save me. Now, I can't change those wheels, right? No, I can't change the friction on those wheels because they're not wheel, like, struts. They're actually just the wheel blocks. But they should do okay as long as I don't make them go too fast and too far. And, come on, I got 6 thrusters in the back. I should be able to wiggle my way down the beach. Just thrust and wiggle. Thrust and wiggle. Come on, bad boy. You got this. Thrust and wiggle. Thrust and wiggle. God, that actually sounds very inappropriate. Yeah, this is how you get success. Is you thrust and you wiggle. Damn it. Come on. Get into the water. God, I'm going to take it even further. We're going to thrust and wiggle until this thing is wet. God damn. Oh, yes. Ah, oh, come on. And now, I hope to God this thing floats. Whoa, there we go. The front end is tipping downwards. However, it's floating. The flotation cells are not enough, it seems. But it's enough, as I am floating. Now all I have to do is just get home. So, okay, like, seriously, I'm not sure if going around this side is actually the right way to do it. I actually might think going around this side is better, because at least I have deep water. Where if I go through this side, I have to go through that narrow channel. So, yeah, I think we're turning left here. And a single one of these thrusters, whichever one is a forward one, we are going to name you cruise thruster, so that we can find you. We are going to put you on here so we can trigger your override. Point ourselves forward and we'll start cruising our way home, slowly but surely. There we go. We got an hour of power. And as long as we don't flip, Oh, I think we'll actually make it. I just have to constantly hold up this thing with gyro power. Here, let me do that. Let me take a gyro and let's put a single one of the gyros on the bar here with override. Which gyro is that? That is gyro 1. Gyro 1 will override. Oh, come on. At 0, 0, 0. We'll lift this thing up, and then we'll override the gyro. And it's... Oh, it's going down ever so slowly. Perfect! Let's get going! Let's get home! All I have to do is just ever so slightly fight with the gyro. Oh, I bet I could even... What is this? This is be pitch, right? If the gyro is in the right orientation. Pitch is taking me to a roll to the left. This is good enough, right? I just have to turn off the gyro, fight to point it upwards a little bit, and then there we go. We're heading home. Victory patrol boat on its way back. The jankiest salvage ever, but we are successful. Next episode, we are going to retrofit this, fill it out with a whole bunch of good weaponry, and then see what trouble we can get into with it. But that is going to be it for now. It is now dark, and I have a long way to get home. But thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.